here we are at this amazing event honoring Barbara Eden. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I can't wait to see Barbara. It's been months since I've seen her. We did a cruise together last November. My very first Ed Sullivan show, she did a number on it, and I was making my debut in the 60s. And I ran into her years later again, and here I am now to be part of the celebration of her tribute, of her life in show business.
And tell us about some of your projects.
Save the Country is up and out there. I want to get it going more. I'm going to release another single next month digitally, because we're working to letting each song come out by itself, and that one's going to be called Light of Love. It's what we wrote. So I'm working towards that, and I'll start being on the road a little later in the year and into the new year.
Oh, that's wonderful. So where can we find your music, and where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on social media, www.roslynkind, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. And my music is on YouTube with a video for Save the Country. And I'm very happy with being part of trying to make this world a better place.
So here we are at this amazing event honoring Barbara Eden. How are you feeling?
A little warm and pleased to be here, and happy to be here in relation to Barbara.
Yes, and I heard you did your first film with Barbara, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, what film was that?
It was called The Confession back then, and now on late night television, I understand it's being called Quick, Let's Get Married.
Oh, a comedy?
I hope so. It's with Ginger Rogers and Ray Milland.
Wow. Oh, that's
And Michael Ansara, Barbara's husband at that time, was in it too.
And so tell me what you're doing. What are some projects you're doing right now?
Oh, well, all I could say is I've in post-production with a film that Netflix has done called Windfall, and the wonderful young actress from Riverdale. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah. What's that?
There's a couple Riverdale actresses.
Well, she's a lead in it, and then there's a wonderful African American in it as well. I thought I would get the names, so because I don't want to shortchange you, but I work with us.
Oh, well, we can put their names online. We'll find them.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Great.
So it's so great to where are you? Are you on social media?
No, not really. I mean, I think sometimes in some of the series I've done, they put me on, but I'm not adept at it. I don't work it myself, you know. So you have to talk like this.
All right.
You ready?
Great, Kevin. I'm just sweating.
Okay. I know, it's so exciting to be here in sunny California, right?
Yes, bring it on. Bring on the sun.
So tell me how you're feeling about this Barbara Eden event today.
Well, I was just telling some other people down the carpet that Barbara Eden represents magic to me. It was early on. It was storytelling when I was a kid. You know, that was my. You know, there was Gilligan's Island, there was Bewitched, and there was I Dream of Jeannie, and I Love Lucy, and those were the ones that I used to watch religiously. You know, every day after school, eating popcorn, eating snacks, and before we would go out and play, I'd have to watch these shows, and I didn't know that she was breaking barriers at that time, but she was, and the show was, and of course we all loved Larry Hagman, but she represents magic to me, and she's a magical being. She wouldn't have gotten this role had she not contained that in some capacity, I feel. Like all of us, we all have part of our roles in us. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so it's kind of full circle. How exciting to be here, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And she looks gorgeous. Come on, you got to give it to Barbara Eden.
I know. I want her beauty secrets. I mean, that's right.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me, and you have this amazing. You just won an Emmy. Is it true? Daytime Emmy?
My co-creating, writing. Creative partner Michael Slade and I created a series called After Forever, which is on Amazon Prime, and it won 5 Emmys for the Best Digital Series, Best Directing. Michael and I won Best Writing, I won Best Actor, and Erin Cherry, one of our co-stars, won Best Supporting Actress.
Right,
So,
I know. It was.
And now we're going to shoot second season in the middle of September, so make sure you watch After Forever Season 1 on Amazon. Short form, 88 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. No, it was an incredible Emmy. It was just
It was a night.
Yeah, it was.
It was
yeah,
two
it was
nights,
your
two
night.
special nights.
Yeah.
And you were there.
And I was there to watch it all.
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I feel very blessed, and Michael feels very blessed, and we've written can I say kick-ass? We've written a real kick-ass season 2, and we're ready to jump into it, and we have some very fun surprises included. So.
Okay, where can we find you on social media?
Social media, KevinSpirtas.com, Kevin Spirtas on Facebook, Kevin Spirtas fan page Facebook, and After Forever the series is on Facebook, AfterForeverTheSeries.com, and AF the series on Instagram, and everything After Forever.
Fun page where I do a bunch of goofy videos with my cats. I live with 4 cats. And we just do a bunch of fun skits together, and kind of gives me something to do when I'm not on set.
Wow, yeah, that sounds like a fun page. I want to watch it.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. And they all got their own little weird personalities to help make fun videos, and yeah, it's a good time.
So are you excited to be here at the Barbara Eden event tonight?
Oh, of course. I mean, this is one of those events that like everybody's watching around the world. I mean, this is awesome to be able to walk the red carpet and be a part of this. It's an honor to be on the same carpet as her.
Yeah, very excited. And where can we find you on social media?
Mostly Instagram right now, Nathan the Cat Lady. Also Facebook, YouTube, all those. But yeah, Instagram would be definitely the place to look for me.
Well, I think I'm going to be watching Nathan the Cat Lady in the next few days.
I hope you get lost in all the videos.
Yes, that. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, how are you?
Fabulous.
So here we are
Good to see you.
at with Carolyn Hennesy at the amazing Barbara Eden event. Tell me how you're feeling.
Gosh. Well, listen, she was kind of one of the role models for all of us growing up. First of all, she was showing that midriff, which kind of took us into the sexual revolution. Do you know what I mean? And she said you can be sexy without being slutty. And I love the fact that even though she had a quote unquote master, I mean she was a genie. They had masters. We can't rewrite that history. But she was the real brains of the operation. So what was not to love about Jeannie?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the perfect person for the role, right, Barbara Eden?
She was, first of all, she is still so astonishingly beautiful. She was just, she was almost like flawless. Her face is just almost like flawless. So yeah. But she was also chipper and adorable and sexy and smart. And nothing kind of ever really fazed her except when it came to, Tony and other women. But she was everything. And she was perfect.
And tell us some of your projects that are...
Oh, God, back still on General Hospital, and I start a series for Paramount called Daughterhood in a couple of weeks. So there you go. Yeah, and my horror film, St. Agatha, that just popped onto Netflix. So so go watch it and see me in a light you never thought you'd see me in.
And can you tell me about Daughterhood or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
So there.
Okay, let us know.
I will. I absolutely will.
And where can we find you on social media?
Carolyn Hennesy, the short spelling of Hennesy, Hennesy. So it's CarolynHennessy.com, and on the gram and Facebook and Twitter, and I will give everyone a shout out if they go to Cameo. Do you know what I mean? Cameo. Cameo's fantastic. We love our Cameo. So go to cameo.com and I'll say hello. Oh, look, a bus. Stay there. And I will say hello. I'll give a birthday greetings or, happy anniversary to whoever you want.
Come on down. Come on down.
Yes.
We match. We got the same memo.
Yes.
We got the same memo.
Exactly. So tell me how you're feeling today at this Barbara Eden event.
Well, I think it's going to be really exciting, and I watched her as a little girl growing up and thought that was so fabulous. And I think because of the blonde hair and maybe brown eyes or something, they thought, oh yeah, you could be Barbara Eden. If only I had her body, that would be fabulous.
Well, she's amazing. She's hard to compete with, right? She's just
I don't think there's only one. There's only one. So we'll let her take all the glory.
And you're in this really fun series. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, I'm in The Rich and the Ruthless, and they can binge watch on UMC all 3 seasons that we've done so far. And it's the #1 comedy on UMC.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's really exciting. So we're hoping for a 3rd award in a row for Best Ensemble. And we all love each other, so it's really great.
And where can we find you on social media?
Well, I'm not very good at social media, so the best place to find me is on Facebook, Elaine Ballace, because I don't do Instagram and I can't get Twitter right, so I just stick to Facebook.
Yeah, I think that's great because they find you in one spot. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's easy to communicate with people. So you look great.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I'm so glad you made it.
Yes, me too.
And that we got the memo.
We got the memo. Okay, so here we are with Danny Arroyo. You just had an amazing premiere, right?
I love this girl right here. I want to show her a picture. Look at this. Yes, she's amazing.
I'm behind the scenes.
No, but she's awesome. Yes, we had a premiere for our TV show called Sangre, Negra, which is going to be premiering on the El Rey Network the fall of 2019. We shot 8 episodes, hour long. The lead guy is Eric Estrada. He plays my dad, Eric Estrada from the great Chips TV show from the 70s. So fun times ahead, I'm telling you.
And you have some other shows possibly going on, right?
There's Aunt Sissy is a show that I'm working on in September, and that's the spin-off of the show Family Affair, a famous TV show from the 60s, and I play the butler named French. So we're shooting that pilot in a few weeks from now, actually, so a lot of fun.
A lot going on. And here you are at the amazing Barbara Eden event. How are you feeling?
Can't wait to meet Barbara Eden. I'm a huge fan. I got a picture with Larry Hagman a few years back, and I thought that was really great because I was a big Dallas fan. And now it's a chance to meet Barbara Eden and have my parents meet them would be pretty amazing. So looking forward to it. Hey man, what's going on? Yeah.
So, and tell us where we can find you on social media.
Let's see. Instagram, probably the best thing. Mr. as in Mr. Danny Arroyo, DANNYARROYO. Instagram, Mr. Danny Arroyo.
Oh, I dream of Jeannie. I love her. I love her. I love her.
Yeah. Are you excited about today, Judy?
Yes. I'm very excited. Are you kidding? I can't wait to go in there. I wanted to come here in a bottle, but I couldn't find one I would fit in.
Well, I heard the person who's does the bottles is here today, right? Maybe.
Oh, I know him. Yeah, Mario. I have 2 of his bottles. I love them. 2 of his Jeannie bottles. Yeah, I love him. Very excited that we're honoring her. I just always watched that. I got so excited as a kid. Yeah, Larry Hagman never figured it out. His character was like, what? Jeannie? No, but that was great. I loved it.
So are you working on any projects right now, Judy?
Yes, I'm working on a new special, as well as soon as I get arrested, I can be on the Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes.
They want you to have a prison sentence or something. Or they want you to have some kind of controversy, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're working on that, Judy?
Yeah. Do you think I could get arrested here, maybe?
Maybe after. You want to
Okay. I want some cake first.
Yes, exactly. So where can we find you on social media?
Oh yes, I'm on Twitter, Instagram at Judy Tenuta, and also on my website www.judytenuta.com, and I'm on LinkedIn and all that other stuff. I'm probably on things I don't know about. Oh, I'm also on Grindr. No, I'm kidding. I am so kidding. I don't even know. That's just for gay men, right? Yeah, so I could be on there. Okay. Grindr.
Well, thank you, Judy.
Okay, it can happen.
It can happen. It can happen. I love your makeup. You look beautiful today.
Thank you. You do too. Thank you.
So here we are with the most incredible Leonard Maltin.
Thank you.
So tell us how you're feeling tonight to be here with Barbara Eden.
Well, it's a treat. I've watched her my whole life. I used to watch her on her TV series How to Marry a Millionaire. And in TV, I'm thinking of movies I've seen growing up, like Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, The 7 Faces of Dr. Lowe, and 5 Weeks in a Balloon, and The Wonderful World of the Brothers Grimm. I saw all those movies, so I was well familiar with her long before she became Jeannie.
Well, that's true, right? Because you were ahead of the curve on that one.
Well, I wasn't ahead of the curve. I was just part of the audience.
Yeah.
And it's just, I was part of that demographic growing up. enjoying all of those popcorn movies.
And have you met Barbara before? I would think so.
Yes, I have. She's a lovely woman. And she's very appreciative of her fans. And she knows that they are loyal to her.
And are you doing any projects right now, Leonard?
My weekly podcast, which I host with my daughter, Maltin on Movies. Wherever you find podcasts, you'll find us.
Okay, and are you on social media as well?
Yes, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the works, at Leonard Maltin.
So you were just telling us you're wearing Michael
Kors and Tom Ford and Isaiah, and I decided I would dress up a little bit, and it's a linen suit, so it's good for the summer, and it isn't quite so hot, although it's been terribly hot, hasn't it?
Yes. And I hear you have a great Barbara Eden story.
I have a great Barbara Eden story, I do. So I have a friend who was in the national touring company of the Female Odd Couple with her. I have another friend in the Valley who has a brother who's disabled. And this young man he's my age actually, young man, he's my age, loves old television. And I Dream of Jeannie was his favorite show. So I approached my friend Mary Pat Gleason and said, I think Barbara would be open to meeting him if I came to the show. And she said, I'll ask her. Called me and said, bring him along. We went down, and not only did she come out and say hello and pose for pictures, but she was so warm and so generous and stayed with us for, I don't know, I want to say 15 or 20 minutes, just sitting and talking and posing for photos. And she was so kind and so sweet. And it's funny because growing up in the 60s, she was ubiquitous, and she, because of her ability in the show, she made such an impact on me in more ways than one, because being a young man, she certainly made a big impact on me. But to have met her and to see what kind of person she was really sealed the deal, really, because she's just a class act.
Yeah, that's a great story, because sometimes we meet people we admire, and this she is who you thought she would be, right?
Absolutely right. I actually have not had the experience of meeting people that I admire and have them disappoint me. I've been very lucky so far. I don't know, I'm setting myself up for something. Maybe when I meet somebody in there who's going to be not nice to me, but just about everybody that I've met with whom I've had any sort of adulation, I've really found them to be pretty stand-up guys.
And do you have any projects coming up right now?
Yeah, I'm in Veronica Mars. I'm in 6 of the 8 episodes. Something terrible happens to me at the end. I don't want to have too many spoilers, but there it is. And that was a lot of fun. And it was really fun to go back because I'd done it 15 years ago. And so to see how these guys all grew up, to see what kind of people that they've grown to be and how they're Kristen Bell's just a solid citizen, and Jason and Ryan and everybody involved, and Rob Thomas has been so generous to me over the years and hired me on almost everything he's done. On almost everything he's ever done. And I've just been really fortunate to have been exposed to those guys, because they are everything that's right about, not just about show business, but about business, period, about anything. And I'll say that without any reservations. They are wonderful people. Yep, and I was really lucky to be involved.
Where can we find you on social media?
On social media, I'm at DStarz, DSTARZ, on Twitter and on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook, and I'm kicking around. I'm trying. I've got teenagers who are showing me how to do it, so I think slowly but surely I'll figure it out, I hope.
Or they can do it for you.
Or they can do it for me. But then I'd have to pay them. I pay them already anyway. I feed them. That's enough.
So tell us about your band.
Hi there. Well, I'm the founding member of this group called the Brothers Four. And if you remember any folk music from the folk era from the 60s, this is our 60th anniversary, and we've been singing American folk songs all around the world for all these years. Acoustic music, songs like Yellow Bird and Try to Remember and Green Leaves of Summer and Green Fields, all those songs. That's our music, and it's kind of America's music, so it's pretty cool. We just got back from Japan and Hong Kong. We sang night after night over there, along with the people who we've gone there so many times, they sing along with us in English. It's very charming. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
And you have a CD coming out?
We do. We have it's called The Very Best of the Brothers Four, renewal, and it's all of our big hit songs and kind of redone with some sonic enhancement for today's ears, and I think it's pretty nice.
And I hear Barbara Eden is on this CD.
Well, no, she's not on the CD. Well, we worked for Barbara and with Barbara many years ago. The Brothers Four did We did the theme song for one of her movies, and we've known her ever since then, since mid-'60s. That's how long we've known her.
Oh, so it must be so exciting to be here tonight.
Yeah, it's fun to be here and to be able to salute her and for all of her years of bringing joy to people, again, all over the world. And it's a pretty nice business that we're all in, to make people happy. Nothing wrong with that. Not at all. Thanks for your time.
Yes, and can we find you on social media?
We're on brothers4.com, and we're on Instagram, and Facebook, and Footbook, and eBook, all those body part books. So we're everywhere.
Okay, so here we are at the amazing Hollywood Museum for an amazing evening. So do you want to tell us what tonight's all about?
Well, tonight is all about Miss Barbara Eden, the queen of NBC's sitcom I Dream of Jeannie. It's amazing. I mean, here she is, 2,000 years old. Well, now she's 2,050 years old because this is the 50th anniversary. So, and we are thrilled because she is going to be bringing her and unveiling her costume, her midriff-bearing costume, as well as the Jeannie bottles.
Wow, yeah, and that was quite innovative at the time, right?
Extremely, extremely. What to do with the belly button, you'll hear all about it tonight.
And so tell us about the Hollywood Museum.
Well, the Hollywood Museum, we showcase more than 100 years of Hollywood history and feature it with about 10,000 exhibits throughout the museum. All while telling the story of Max Factor, his makeup genius, and all the movie stars who he created their looks for during Hollywood's golden era.
Yeah, and people can come visit you, right?
Absolutely. From Wednesday through Sunday, we are open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And our website, if you're interested, it is thehollywoodmuseum.com.
And then you personally, you're part of the Hollywood Chamber, and you're doing amazing things right now for Hollywood. You're on a commission, right, or a committee?
Well, I'm vice chair of the California Film Commission, and it's very thrilling because we're working very hard on creating incentives to bring film production back to our area and California, and it is going beautifully. I wish we had more funds. It's going so well.
Okay, well, maybe people out there will help out, right?
We certainly hope so. We certainly do.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You look great.
So do you, as always. So tell me about today. How excited are you?
I'm pretty excited because down there is Miss Barbara Eden, and that's pretty cool for somebody, who grew up watching I Dream of Jeannie. She's an icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how exciting to be part of this day. You would have thought years ago that you might be part of this amazing event, right?
No, I would have never thought, back watching it as a kid that, someday I'm going to be on the red carpet with Miss Barbara Eden. No, that would have never crossed my mind.
So tell us about any projects you have going on right now.
I have a great movie. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth because I have a sore throat. So if you see it.
That's all right.
Anyway, called Carol of the Bells, which is a very groundbreaking movie about a woman who has a disability, and she's actually played by an actress who has a disability. And 70% of our crew were disabled, but they've been trained to work on film crews, so they did a fantastic job. And we have a great cast, R.J. Mitty, I'm sure you know, and Donna Mills and Donna Pascal and myself and a bunch of other good people. So it's pretty exciting.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It is. Yeah, it's really good.
And where can we find you on social media?
I'm everywhere. You can go to my website, leepurcell.com. I'm on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and everything else. So follow me. I love it.
Okay, so you are here tonight for one of the primary reasons to honor Barbara Eden,
Yes,
and you're
I
one
am.
of her great friends.
She's a very good friend. We've worked together on 2 musicals and a play, and we've been friends for probably about 25, 30 years. So,
That's
yeah.
a good friendship.
Yes. We shop together, we eat together, all those wonderful things that people do.
And you also sing.
I do sing. Yes, I have a big voice. I do a show about Ethel Merman called Ethel Merman's Broadway. And I do 22 songs, 2 acts. That's what I do all over the country. But I'm not hanging with her. But
Well, tonight is going to be so exciting.
Yes.
And we're so happy that you came.
Oh yeah, we're thrilled. We were at dinner Saturday night, and You know, we were like, oh yeah, we were very excited. I'm so excited. She's a wonderful lady. I mean, I'm talking about a friend, you know, a person. She's great. She really is, yeah. She's one of the best.
So, Loni, tonight is an amazing night. Here you are to honor Barbara Eden. Well, we're all honoring her, right? So tell me how you're feeling.
So, I have known Barbara for decades because we used to do Bob Hope specials together. That's how we first met. Wow. And so then we would see each other at the specials, and we would like go to the Kentucky Derby, or you know, and then we decided, well, we want to see each other all the time. So she has been my friend for all of these years, and she is just as beautiful now as she's ever been, and she can still get into her Jeannie costume, and I always tease her about having it on under her clothes. It's like Superman. I think she could whip it out at any moment, but she is amazing, and she's the nicest person in show business, and she appreciates her celebrity, but she appreciates the fact that she gets to keep acting. Yeah, really grateful.
No, she is an amazing person. Yes. So tell me what we talked to your husband about his
my
band.
husband, yes, and I know, and his new album and everything. And did he tell you about doing the theme song for one of Barbara's movies?
Yes, he did.
Wasn't that hysterical?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And so I have on streaming now on Amazon Prime a series called My Sister Is So Gay.
Oh.
Yes, where I'm the outrageous, perpetually tipsy mom of 2 gay children, and it's really funny. You have to see it.
Oh, yeah, we do have
Yeah,
to
you
see
do
it.
have to see it. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to watch that.
All right, thank you very
and then
much.
where can we find you on social media?
I'm not much of a social media person. I think it's the old-fashioned I want to be alone thing. I mean, I'm kind of private about my private life.
Well, you could do a public persona, Facebook maybe, because we all love you and we'd all like to just maybe see a little bit.
Thank you very much. Everybody keeps trying to talk me into it, but
just
so far
Facebook
no.
maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay. And thank you so much. And
Thank
then
you.
we need both your and Barbara's beauty secrets. Are you going to give them away, or are you going to?
Yes, absolutely. It's all the boring stuff. You have to eat right, and you have to. If you don't exercise, at least keep moving.
Yes.
And I have a dress that I've had for since the beginning of WKRP, and it tells me how I'm doing, if I can get into it or if I can't get into it, and it's still hanging in my closet. And so I use it as like my barometer. How are things going? Oh, you better stop eating all the ice cream. But I never say never to about eating. You know, I don't. It's kind of moderation, I guess. And then thanks, Mom and Dad. Yeah.
Do you have any projects going on right now?
I have everything on small screens, big screens, stage, overseas. Yes, and seven of them I can't talk about because of non-disclosure agreements, and I can't wait until I can.
And where can we find you guys on social media?
We have pinkylovejoy.com. You can find out about this project you're doing soon, which we don't know about. And I am at keithcooganonline.com.
What's your name?
Jackie. We're
Hi,
so
Jackie.
excited to see you tonight, Dawn.
Thank you, me too.
Yes.
This is very special.
Yes. So we're honoring Barbara Eden tonight.
Yes, one of my dearest friends.
Yes.
Beautiful, talented, lovely lady.
Yes. And then how long have you known Barbara? Many
Since we
years.
were doing the series, both of us.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that 100 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
Uh-huh.
And are you working on anything right now? I know you do some theater, right?
That's what I love most. No, I'm reading a couple of plays and I haven't decided,
Yes.
but that's what I like most.
Yes. And you're
Yeah.
looking amazing.
Thank you.
And so what do you think? I think both of you were really innovative in your time, right? Don't you think?
Both of us had to cover our navels. That was a big issue way back then.
Right.
Yeah, and we've been friends for a long time. She's a lovely lady. It isn't always that way in Hollywood, but she's quite a lady and quite a wonderful girl.
Yeah. No, she was amazing. We got to interview her.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure she's so excited to have you here.
It's quite a crowd, isn't it?
It is quite a crowd. We are so excited to be here tonight to honor you.
Are you?
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Yes?
I'm feeling great.
You know what everybody is asking?
What?
What are your beauty secrets?
Oh, well, thank you. Soap and water, I think.
Yeah? And just living a wholesome life and taking care of yourself, right?
Well, and being happy.
Yes.
Having good friends, warm family, yes.
So, do you have any was I Dream of Jeannie obviously an iconic role, and you were a trendsetter. Are there any other roles that you particularly loved that you did?
Yes, I loved working with George Pal at MGM. I did 2 films with him, The Wonderful World of the Brothers Grimm and the Seven Faces of Dr. Lau. I will get it out. And then I loved doing Harper Valley P.T.A. the movie.
Yeah.
That I did, yes.
You were wonderful in that.
Oh, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that one.
And so, what are you doing? Are you working on any projects right now? And, I mean, right now this is a huge one because you're unveiling your everything from I Dream of Jeannie here.
Yes.
But are you working on anything right now?
Yes, I am. I'll be touring with Barry Bostwick next month. We're doing Love Letters back east, and then after that I'm going to Romania. I'm doing a movie over there.
Oh, that's so exciting!
Yeah, I think it's going to be cold, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, they'll take care of you. I mean, they have to, right?
I hope so, yeah.
And are you on Facebook? Can people follow you on Facebook or Twitter?
I have a website, and it has Facebook, yes, and Twitter, yes.
Because I know you have so many fans who love to keep in touch with you.
I have good fans. I have nice people.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good talking to you.